what was your video that blew up? Got you a bunch of followers.
So I've had a couple different ones. So like the first one that blew up, it was like a joke about No Nut November.
No, not November. Do you have it pinned?
That one, the audio got taken off.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, but
For what?
I think it was like a content violation because
I have a couple of those, but I can't figure out what they are.
TikTok's not very clear with it. It's annoying. But yeah, if you look at some, like I think I do have some pinned or whatever. I've had some big ones that like got like hundreds of thousands of views, and
then you got and then you'll have the ones that level out with like nothing.
Some of them are like That's the most frustrating part is I'll have a video.
They got a little warning on there now.
Oh yeah, because I had that joke about the vaccines or whatever.
Yeah,
that one's like 41,000, and then the next one to it is 542.
How does that happen? Why is that?
It's
why do you think that?
Okay,
is?
So I know exactly why that is. So, and this is what I was gonna get at too. I had a friend that works in that industry, in that social media company industry. Okay. But yeah, you can keep scrolling. You'll see different ones, but So yeah, the way that these videos work is you put something out, and it goes to a certain group of people. Let's say 10 people. And based on how it performs with that 10 people, how long they watch it, so like the percentage of time that they spend watching it, along with how the video is, how many of those people like it, how many of those people comment it, then it decides whether or not they'll send it out to an additional 100 people.
100?
Yeah. And so these aren't exact numbers, but like this is just an example of how they do it. And so some of them will be your followers, some of them will be new people that they think are like your audience, And it's based off of like the hashtags too. Because TikTok is very big on discovery, showing people new content that they're not seeing, but they know that you'll like. So they build profiles for people, and they're showing
based
them
off
content.
what you're watching.
Yeah, based off of what each person's watching, you have a profile of what videos you're most likely to watch and stay on the app to do.
Like they have a profile of you.
Yeah, that's why it's so addictive. Is the videos are specifically tailored to you.
Right.
And so with that, when they're sending out your video, it's a mixture of your followers and people that aren't following you but might like your content. And so the first group, it's like maybe 10 to 50 people, and then it's like 100 to 200 people. And based on how it's performing in all these different metrics is whether or not it gets pushed to that bigger group. And then you get to like, we're pushing it out to 1,000 people, then 5,000 people, then 10. Then it starts like getting to bigger groups of people. And then once it starts dipping below a certain point of measurements, then you'll just see it. You're not getting any more views.
Right.
And then sometimes they'll do like an uptick to like recycle it out there, and you'll get like double the views again. It's weird.
So if it gets low amount of views, let's say like the 200 to 500 or whatever.
Yeah. So if
is it going to go out for a recycle at any point?
It might. I've had videos that had like 200 views at first, and then they shot up to like 3,000.
But odds are, if you max out, like say it's like 250 and it's not moving, that's pretty much where it's going to stay.
Yeah, probably.
Unless you get that one that blows up and everybody watches it.
If it's been 24 hours and it really hasn't moved that much, it's probably not going to. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that first.
And is that why it will start out?
Window. Yeah.
Is that why sometimes is it key to like get the views up right away, or is it like? Because sometimes I'll look back like an hour later, I'll post one and it'll be like 0. I'm like, but then all of a sudden, 24 hours later or 12 hours later, it'll be up to like 200 or something. I'm like, how does this work?
Right. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that could just be a thing with the app not updating in time for you.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's like what likely has happened is you got those views pretty quickly, and then it just stopped at some point. But usually it's like within the first 6 hours, I would say it does its like first cycle of people.
Okay.
And then after that, it'll push it out to more people and more people. But I've had videos that like they like, if it's a good one like that vaccination one or whatever.
Yeah.
That one, it was like it went from 0 to 100 people immediately, like within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it was like 1,000 people after like an hour, and then it was like 5,000 people after a couple hours. So if it performs well really quickly, they're just gonna keep pushing it out to people, And then I have ones that are like 500,000 views, or like.
See, when I first started on Reels, for Instagram Reels, when I first started doing that, because I did that before I went into the TikTok.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, all of a sudden it'd be like in 5 minutes, it'd be like, or maybe 10. Your videos reached almost 1,000 views. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? But then it would just top out at like 12.
Right. Yeah. Just
or maybe 11.
yeah, because
It'd
it's
creep
the
over the
algorithm.
1,000 and then
Yeah.
just stop.
Yeah, and it's the algorithm going through that whole process.
And I've been fighting to get back to
Yeah.
that sense because now I'm much more consistent. So should you delete your whole profile and start a new one if you do that, where you start off great and you like burnt and then you're like now you're coming back strong, or is it still salvageable?
Yeah, no, it's still salvageable.
Because some people think I should need to start a new one.
No, because they're gonna know. They know. They can tell.
Okay.
Oftentimes it's like the same IP address and stuff too.
Oh, right.
And you're gonna end up having the same type of content and stuff like that. And so it's not like you're tricking the algorithm in the system. And like the devices are usually the same. What I say is it's always salvageable. Just give it time, and you gotta stay consistent. Because like when you do come back to it, just back to it hard. But yeah, one of those like indicators as it's going through things is like how often is this person posting? We don't want to show this content to people, if he's not going to put out more content, because their whole game is we want to keep people on the app and show them content that's going to keep them on the app and bring them back to the app.
Right. So we want to push the people out there that are pushing out content.
So if it's been a month since you last posted, they're not going to be too keen to show your video because it might be another month before you post again. And by then, people will forget about you.
Now, is it key to do it every day or twice a day, or
with TikTok, I'd say once or twice a day is like that's what you should be doing. I don't do that,
right?
Because I'm lazy and I get distracted easily, and I've got a lot going on in my life.
Right.
Yeah, so I focus more on just having really good quality videos, that can blow up, and I get to certain milestones from there.
But if you just want to be like a TikTok star and do the stupid trends and just do one every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'd say to most people too, if you can, just do it every day. But like also, yeah, if you're a comic, chances are you might not have enough quality material to do a video every day. You're writing
key to
stuff.
do 15-second ones.
Right.
Does it matter on the length of TikToks that you post each day?
So yeah, that's where we got into this, was talking about the lengths. Was like, so there are perks and benefits. So with short length videos, you're likely going to get a higher percent of people that watch the full video or watch the majority of the video, because they'll sit there for 15 seconds.
Right.
If they like it. But when you get to like a minute long video, it's going to drop because people might like it, but it's a minute long. Their attention span's like, all right, what else is there?
It's so crazy.
But
why are we even still talking?
If you have a minute, yeah, exactly. I'm surprised I'm even still here, to be honest. But,
no, we'll make a clip of this for sure.
Yeah, this guy gave me Diet Coke. I should have walked out.
Do you need more? No, do you need another one?
Actually, yeah, probably. But what I was saying is, if you do have a longer video and people do like it, and so this is kind of the risk with it, is if the risk reward, if you put out a longer video, 1 to 3 minutes, and people do like it, it's going to boost it the fuck up, because they're going, oh, holy shit, this content is so good. People are watching it for 1 minute to 3 minutes.
Right.
So then they'll boost it out even more. So I've had a couple videos like that where like, I think it was like 30 seconds to a minute or whatever, and people watched the entire thing, and like people were commenting it and fighting in the comments. That's what I like to do too.
Get people fighting in the comments.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Is I think it's more important to be funny and absurd than it is to be right.
Right.
But I like to like just tease people and poke people a little bit, just enough to get them to start bringing up certain, like, that was funny, but, and then they want to make their statement, and then somebody else comments on that, and you're wrong, you're a fucking idiot, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so then what I'll do is I'll delete that thread, and they go, oh, you fucking deleted the thread, you fucking pussy, blah, blah, blah. And every time somebody comments, it's just helping you. It's boosting your algorithm. It's boosting you. Yeah. Because that's interaction,
Right. Yeah, you want people to just be interacting with the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Interaction is the key with social media.
So is it more like liking, commenting, or the view length?
Liking, commenting, and sharing are going to be the big things that push you.